afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our December webinar. Well, let me just remind everybody that our webinar for this month is sponsored by Nexoria, the Black Chamber of Commerce, and SBBA. Now, thank you for joining us today. We are so excited to show you how to automate the most time-consuming task during the holiday rush. So you save hours, prevent mistakes, and increase revenue as you move into 2025. And here's our plan for today, right? Now, why the operations breakdown, the automations you need right now. We'll also talk about real examples for sales, service, and e-commerce. We'll also go through universal tools that makes automation simple. We'll also, of course, have our Q&A. Holiday bonus templates will also be provided. And for today, our goal is to give you practical tools that you can start using today. Okay, so before we dive in, let me introduce today's facilitator, Miss Gail Nixon. Now, Gail is the Chief Marketing Officer, but with over 15 years of experience driving growth for e-commerce and SaaS companies. She's an expert in crafting marketing and sales campaigns that deliver measurable results, especially during high-impact seasons like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holiday rush. Now, Gail has built her career around one core strength, turning complex strategies into simple, actionable steps that any business can use to achieve real growth. Now, she's guided countless businesses from startups to established brands to sell more, delight their customers, and of course, scale sustainably. Now, today, Gail will bring the same real world experience, practical insights, and results driven energy to help you prepare for a successful 2026. Now, please welcome Ms. Gail Nixon, our marketing, sales, and e-commerce growth strategist. Hi, Gail. Good afternoon.
Hi, Sherry. It's so wonderful to be here. I'm just about to start my video. There we go. It's so wonderful to be here with you all today. We're super excited as the Universal team to share some best practices with you, as well as our next generation platform, Universal, which definitely can make your life easier. So I'm going to get started. Um, we're thrilled you're here, and we're excited too for the holiday season, if you can't tell. So the holiday season puts enormous pressure on small businesses, and we at Universal hear that all the time, especially through our customer success team. We get constant calls coming in as well to help the small businesses be successful. So we know the pains that you're going through. Orders spike almost overnight. Customers expect instant responses. Bookings come in at the last minute. Customer service requests multiply fast, and so do payment disputes. We know those pains. We hear those pains. We try to solve those pains for our small businesses all the time, especially in the holiday season. In fact, many SMBs see 3 to 5 times normal transaction volume during peak holiday periods. It doesn't matter what type of small business you might be. Could be a church, it could be a retailer, it could be a spa, a holiday spa, or salon. Any type of small business experiences the same type of pains during the holiday seasons. And most operations just aren't built for that kind of surge. At the same time, small businesses are juggling employee management. It's cold season. Someone's going to get sick. Employees are going to go out. You're juggling your teams. You're juggling the customer service, the inventory challenges that you might run into, payments, communications across email, SMS, your website, and social media channels. And when each of those lives in separate systems, things just don't get busy. They actually get chaotic because you're going from one system to the other, which drives chaos within your small business as well as for yourself. For small businesses, what makes this dangerous is that it just doesn't happen all at once. Manual work drains your time. We know that, which is one of the reasons we built Universal, because we know how much manual work can go into each of these areas when running these operational areas when running a small business. Small errors creep in, follow-ups get missed, invoices go unpaid, and customers start to feel friction. And when customers start to feel friction, your business is then at risk of losing that money, that cash in. And that's the last thing you want to do is make your customers unhappy, which is one of the reasons we start small business and you start small businesses and we have small businesses because people love to make customers happy. And the last thing we want is customer friction. Studies show small business owners spend 10 to 15 hours per week on manual repetitive tasks, time that could be spent growing the business. And over time, those small issues add up and hit where it hurts most, the cash flow, customer reviews on Google, and long-term growth. This is part this is part most business owners underestimate when going into business and starting a small business. The real cost of manual work isn't just time, it's opportunity to grow. And I really want to make sure that I reiterate that, because spending time on these repetitive tasks take away from your ultimate growth and being really successful. And that's why we're here to help in doing this webinar today as well. We don't want to see you have any missed appointments. We don't want any forgotten follow-ups, and we don't want any inventory mistakes. And during the holidays, those gaps can get amplified as the volume picks up. Customers will leave those negative reviews and they won't come back. And the busiest season doesn't deliver the results that you expected and planned for. So it's best to do what we can to mitigate these risks that we're highlighting today in this slide. This is where the automation changes everything. This is where we can help unlock efficiencies and what automation can do for you. It changes, automation can help. It's about consistency and reliability. Order confirmations go out instantly, huge efficiency. Inventory stays accurate instead of managing it on spreadsheets or in different applications. It stays accurate across every channel. Follow-ups happen automatically. Payments reconcile without manual tracking. That's a huge one, especially when it comes around to tax season as well. Those things pile up, and now it's tax season, right? And we didn't prepare for it. So payments reconciling without manual tracking can be huge for a small business. I've seen it firsthand. Instead of reacting all day, your systems are working for you 24/7, even when you're offline. You stop chasing tasks and you start operating proactively, which is what we want to empower with you today. We want to empower small businesses to operate their businesses proactively instead of reactively. It's one thing I found throughout my entire career. And I learned it, at a younger age, is that it's better to be proactive than reactive. I like to tell my teams, let's be 80% proactive and not 80% reactive. I highly recommend you instituting that as one of your New Year's goals, to reduce being proactive and control what you can control each day, like much larger businesses do. And automation doesn't just replace the human touch. That's very important. It actually increases engagement, increases the human touch. It protects it. It helps by making sure nothing ever falls through the cracks. So the question becomes, where do you start? So I'm going to walk you through 5 workflows that deliver the biggest impact during the holiday rush that we've built in Universal that I want to highlight for you today. These are the 5 workflows that make the most significant impact during the holiday season and beyond. Automation and abandoned cart recovery, inventory alerts, review requests, and invoice reminders. Booking automations reduce no-shows. Abandoned cart recovery brings out lost revenue back. Inventory alerts prevent sellouts, which is what we don't want to happen, especially during a busy season when we know a product is flying off the shelf. We want to make sure we have plenty of it to make our customers happy and to maybe make their families happy or their friends happy. Review requests build credibility. When we get those positive reviews on Google, it builds our credibility. We love to get 5 stars. Invoice reminders protect cash flow. So again, we want to do what we can to be proactive and protect our business and protect our customers. You don't need dozens of automation. You need the right ones focused on revenue, focused on cash flow, and the customer experience. So really focusing on those 3 areas and simplifying it and putting in workflows and automation in your system will help you with all of that. So let's start with looking at the booking automation. So um, the booking automation is really, really helpful because during the holidays, every appointment matters. Everything matters. This workflow keeps your calendar full without constant back and forth with your customers. Customers can book instantly. They can receive a branded confirmation of their appointment via email, or you can send them an SMS to confirm as well that they have an appointment. And they can get automatic reminders before their appointment, which is super helpful. I use them all the time. I'm sure you do too for your own appointments or your doctor's appointments. I had an appointment this week and I had automation coming at me for reminding me of my doctor's appointment. Super helpful. Businesses typically see 20 to 30% fewer no-shows when confirmations and reminders are automated. A reminder goes out 24 hours before another shortly before the appointment, and the booking is automatically logged in your CRM with Universal. So there's no manual work required. It all happens automatically once we set up the workflow. And that makes it really easy for copying these workflows for all of these type of appointments that these small businesses might schedule. It might be an automotive where you're helping people with mechanics, right? It could be any type of small business, like I mentioned earlier. If there's a service, there's an appointment typically. After appointment, After the appointment, another huge feature and benefit is that a follow-up or review request is sent automatically as well. We can automate people saying, hey, don't forget to leave a review on Google for us, right? So that we can boost those reviews, and that builds credibility and trust with our customer base or our potential customer base. So automating that follow-up can be helpful and build trust and visibility without chasing customers by automating it. The next workflow I'm going to talk about is the abandoned cart recovery. I know we have all different types of small businesses on here, so we like to make sure we're talking to different businesses through these webinars so that we're adding value for your day-to-day operation. So abandoning the cart recovery is huge. Abandoned carts are one of the easiest wins during a holiday season and beyond as well. These workflows bring revenue back in that would otherwise be lost without manual follow-ups. Here's how it works. A customer shows intent. They add items to their cart. We've all done it. But life happens and we get distracted and we don't check out. Or we decide, I'm not sure I want to spend that money right now. Or something happens and we just don't check out. Well, we have automation built in Universal that can trigger an automated sequence to remind somebody through an email or through an SMS text message that if needed, a target incentive to close the loop, right? So we can remind people your card is still there. I received them myself. Oh yeah, I need to go finish shopping. Great, let's do it. So we can help automate that as well. And because it's automated, this runs quietly in the background while your team focuses on running the business. Many businesses I've seen firsthand recover 30 to 60% of abandoned carts using a simple, well-timed sequence like this particular workflow. So it can bring revenue back in 30 to 60% of people that leave, stuff in a cart. We can bring that back by automating a workflow and reminding people to come back and shop or check out. The third workflow I'm going to talk about is intelligent inventory alerts. Another huge thing that we can do with Universal and with our automation that's, again, designed for small businesses as well. Inventory alerts help you stay ahead of demand during peak season. Instead of discovering stock issues too late, you're notified a moment an inventory drops. You can set your inventory limits customized. You could say when I get to 100, 50, whatever that is, depending on how quickly you can turn around the product. But we've customized the product so you can set your own inventory alerts yourself based on the type of business and the type of velocity, sales velocity of your products selling as well. So it's customizable to the type of business that you're in. But it impacts sales or customers' experience as well, right? So having inventory always in stock improves our customer experience and keeps those customers coming back because they know we're going to have that product in stock. So inventory alerts are huge, and we find that's one of our top used features in Universal by our small businesses every day. Businesses that use real-time inventory alerts often reduce stockouts by 20 to 40%. Another huge statistic here, right? 20 to 40%, thereby protecting your revenue during high demand periods. Your website updates automatically, your team is notified, and customers never see out of stock. That's something we never ever want to show our customers that we don't have stock when they're, especially when they're ready to buy and check out. This workflow eliminates overselling, last-minute scramble, and disappointing customers, so you can capitalize on holiday demand without manual tracking. Again, another huge benefit of leveraging automation and Universal to help run your your operation within your small business. And it's an important point that automation only works if your systems are actually connected, right? So this is where I'm going to talk about the next two workflows as well as introducing the Universal platform. When email, CRM, and inventory scheduling and payments all live in separate tools, automation becomes fragile. Things break, data falls out of sync when you're having different systems that aren't talking to one another. This is the biggest thing I think Amazon solved. One of its biggest benefit is everything is all in one area, from their invoicing, from their checkout, everything, CRM, all of us, history, my customer history, it's all in one platform. Amazon does this best, I think, of many companies from a shopping experience. And during peak season, that creates risk, right? If these systems aren't connected and speaking to one another. Universal was built as an all-in-one platform, so these workflows work reliably and at scale, and for high velocity business or for small velocity business. It doesn't matter. These are just things you can customize to your business no matter the type. This is especially important for things like those Google review requests that we talked about. That's another workflow we can build in for you, sending those out automatically, right? When a purchase booking or a service is completed, Universal can automatically trigger a review request without exporting lists into CSV files. I've had enough of those in my lifetime, or stitching tools together. That's how you can consistently turn happy customers into Google reviews when it matters most. And I think it's really important that we set goals around Google reviews, not just ignore them, not to say that was an unhappy customer, we'll just get the next one. No, this is really important. We want to make sure as a small business that every customer that comes through our door or comes online, that they leave a happy customer. That way we have customer loyalty, which we can build on as well, because then we can build loyalty programs. And we do that in Universal really well as well. We can send gift cards. We have all sorts of capabilities that we can do once we've captured our customers in their trust. We can build on that and they can make them a loyal customer for lifetime. And that should be a goal as well, creating loyal customers for a lifetime and increasing your lifetime value of your customer. That's something that I've learned to track through my career as a chief marketing officer. It's one of the key metrics that I have always had to provide back to my private equity firms or my public run organization. What is that lifetime value of a customer? And when we're looking at it from a small businesses, we want to try to raise that bar year over year. We want to add more value. Therefore, we increase our revenue and our cash flow. So it's really important to instill that. The same is true for invoice reminders. Because invoicing, payments, and customer data all live in one system, reminders can automatically be sent before and after invoices are due. You don't want to be managing invoices on spreadsheets or no manual follow-ups. That can be really tedious and tiresome and can burn you out. That's the last thing we want to see our customers and our small businesses doing. We built the invoicing the features around the benefits that we believe we can provide to our small businesses, and we see them. They're positive. They give us good feedback. And when we do get feedback, if there's something they want us to build, we'll incorporate that into our product roadmaps as well. So we help enable our small businesses be really successful when it comes around invoicing. It's really, really important because cash flow stays predictable during your busiest season. And that's what we want for our small businesses. We want to be able to build predictable revenue year over year as it increases as for the small business and you continue to have your success. This is precisely why Universal was built for moments like this holiday rush. When volume spikes and everything is happening at once, you don't need more tools. You need one holistic system, again, like Amazon, that actually works together, but built for a small business. Universal brings CRM, e-commerce, website management, marketing automation, inventory management, scheduling, and POS into one platform. That means your campaigns, customer engagement, and analytics all stay in sync without duct tape or manual work. It's a next generation platform built for small businesses with a right small business price tag as well. We're not the HubSpots of the world. I've used HubSpot, I've used Salesforce.com. I've used these products in my throughout my career for 20 years. And I will tell you, they're some of the most expensive products within the budgets of a go-to-market team for an organization. Universal is built for small businesses with a price tag for small businesses as well. I do want to hammer that home. And that's something I admire and why I'm here today, because I do believe Universal is doing all the right things to help enable small businesses be successful. They believe in small businesses and they're very, very passionate about them because when everything is connected, automation becomes reliable. Booking reminders go out, and now we're introducing AI as well. We have AI enabled to help with some of these automations too, that will bring it even to a further level and make things even more easier with the abandoned cart recovery. With recovery revenue, inventory stays accurate, reviews and invoice reminders happen automatically without anything falling through the cracks. So this isn't about complexity, it's about control. It's about one dashboard, one source of truth, and workflows that scale with your business during your busiest season. And to help you get started, every webinar attendee will receive a 30-day free trial, which Sherry will get to at the end. So you could see this working in your business, not just within these slides. So if you're ready to maximize holiday sales without adding chaos, start with Universal. The most important thing to understand is this setting up automation in Universal is intentionally simple. You're not building something from scratch. Look how easy it looks. It really, really is. You're turning on the workflows we just walked through. Every workflow follows the same 5 steps. You choose a trigger, like a booking, a cart, abandonment, low inventory, completed purchase, or an unpaid invoice. You could share it with your leads. You could send emails. You could set wait delay times for these automation as well so that you could track the performance in action through SMS and reminders and notifications. You set the timing and you activate it through this WYSIWYG, what you see, what you get user interface. It's extremely friendly for small businesses. I've used more complex products like Universal, HubSpot, for example, and this is so much easier to use than any of those more expensive products. And I highly recommend that you give it a try so that you can track your performance in one place. As a small business, I do recommend that you're able to track and have dashboards to run your business. We do it in larger organizations, but you don't need to be a large organization to do this anymore. You want to be able to see how much sales are coming in. It's one of the funnest things I've done throughout my career. Watching sales go up can really be rewarding, especially when it's your business and your heart and soul that you've poured into it, and seeing people get satisfaction from what you're selling, either a service or a product or whatever it might be, is hugely rewarding when you're able to see the things moving on your dashboard or flags like inventory alerts to help ensure that your customers are happy. So that's how booking automation and abandoned cart recovery and inventory alerts, review requests, and invoice reminders all get set up using the exact same visual builder. Once it's live, it runs in the background. No daily management, no manual follow-ups, just consistent expectations during your business busiest season. This is what makes automation practical for small business. Not complicated, not technical. You don't need an IT team with this product either. We don't need to be calling IT. I've leveraged IT many times throughout my career as well. And it's so much easier to be enabled yourself. And I think that's another thing that makes us happy every day we go to work with Universal is that we're able to help enable our small business owners. They don't need to be technical anymore. The software is very easy to use, and it's not just another tool to manage. This is what automation actually looks like inside Universal. Everything starts with a trigger. A cart gets abandoned, an order is received, a form is submitted, a link is clicked, a lead is captured, a deal is updated. Simple, simple, simple. Those triggers are exactly what power the five workflows we talked about. The cart abandonment, the triggers abandonment, the cart recovery. Order received triggers review request. Low inventory or order volume triggers inventory alerts. Booking or form submissions trigger confirmations and reminders. Invoice status changes trigger payment reminders. You're not chasing anymore. Your automation is doing the chasing, which is so much more fun than having to go out there, wake up every day and think, oh, I got to go chase these invoices today because they're past due or they have not been paid yet. So the automation can definitely help and support you with that and allow you to focus on other areas to grow your business. Maybe you have some other great ideas that that can help grow your business, new products you want to sell, new services you want to offer to the market as the world changes. So from there, you can add actions, you can send emails, send SMS, update records, notify your teams. You set the time and you activate it. Most of those workflows can be live in minutes too. I need to make sure we say that, not weeks. These things can happen in minutes, again, with no coding, no technical bottlenecks. And because it's no code, you can make changes anytime as well. If you see something's not working or effective as you want it to be, you can change it anytime. It's not something you set and forget. It's something you want to go revisit and look at to make sure it's being effective as well. So you don't have to wait without waiting on any support. This is how automation becomes practical for small businesses. Simple triggers, clear actions, and workflows that just run in the background. So I hope you saw some value in that today. I hoped I inspired you to set some maybe new small business goals coming into the new year as well, so that we can help you be successful, not just this holiday season, but for next year in 2026. We are very excited about the new AI that's coming to come out and that we already have and that's going to come out in 26 to make your lives even easier, make you more
Mm.
successful and make your business grow. That's really what we are passionate about is helping small businesses grow. So I'm going to hand it back to Sherry. And again, thank you for joining. We are so glad you came. And we're going to let Sherry take it from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Gail. And we've actually picked up a lot of things about AI. And definitely, AI is a new business trend. And who doesn't want to be on top of that as well, right? Especially this coming 2026. Now, we don't stop with the things that Gail have discussed to us, the learnings that she's shared. We are going as well to give you um, everyone that attends this webinar today will actually get a 30-day free plus holiday workflow templates, which just start your Universal free trial or schedule a demo for a guided setup. Okay. And of course, we will not let this end without our Q&A. With everything that we've talked about today, anyone have any questions? So this is the time for you guys to ask your questions or clarifications. So we'll be here and very excited to hear them out from you. Any questions from anyone?
Yeah, someone says, how long does it take to set up these automations if a person's never used the automations before?
Oh, okay. That's a good question, Thomas. Actually, most holiday automations can be set up in under 10 minutes. And using Universal's drag and drop builder, you simply choose a trigger, like a new lead perhaps, and then add the actions that you want, and you're good to go.
Someone always
And also,
also, I'm sorry, go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead, Sherry.
yeah, and also, yes, and also, definitely we will be here for you if you have any questions or if you want us to give you even a walkthrough of how to set it up. You can give us a call or just send us an email and we'll reach back to you so as to assist you in setting it up.
Someone also asked, can they customize the emails to match their brand voice?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Every email can be fully customized. You can edit the text, timing, branding, and even all personalization fields like customer name, service type, or purchase details. So, yes, that's correct.
Another question, what if a person already uses another tool like Shopify, Stripe, or Google Calendar? Will Universal connect with them?
Oh, yes, Universal integrates with major platforms for e-commerce like payments, for scheduling, communications. Your orders, appointments, and customer data syncs automatically, so your automations run smoothly across all systems.
Jessica Jessica asked, what happens after the 30-day free trial? Does she lose her automations?
Well, your automations remains saved. If you decide to continue, everything stays active without interruption. If not, well, your workflows are simply paused. You won't lose any data, settings, or any customer's information. So it's all in there. Thank you. Any
Yeah.
other questions so far?
Yes, I have a question. My name is Kent. The question is, if someone opts to try your service for 30 days, are they required to cancel the service, or does it automatically terminate at 30 days?
So if for example they will take our 30-day free trial, if they want to continue, then by all means it'll just continue for them. But if they don't want or they opt to stop within that 30-day period, they can just they have to give us a call. Let us know so that we can make the necessary setup or adjustment for them to cancel the subscription if in any case. But for sure within that 30 days, they're definitely gonna love our Universal and would like to want more. Also, we will be, or they will also definitely receive a reminders. Now, the account will be deactivated, that there will be a reminders that will be sent out to the customer for them.
Okay,
So on.
fair. Thank you.
Mm, you're welcome.
Is there any more questions that anybody may have? You can type them in the chat. I'll read them off. If not, you can also ask. If there's not, then there's two things, okay, that I would like for you to do. All right. If you're interested in the 30-day free trial, okay, please type your email address in the message bar, okay, so that, or if you need a demo or anything that you would like to see more of when it comes down to this. If you were invited by Kent, myself, Shannon, okay, or one of our board of advisors by either Nexoria, the SBBA, or the Black Maricopa Chamber of Commerce. Also put your email in the chat. All right, this way we can get you over your certificate. As we promised, we'll give the first 25 people who attended this webinar, all right, a free vacation getaway. It is a 3-day, 2-night stay in a hotel accommodations in 4 different areas: West Coast, East Coast, Northeast, North, or South. All right, it's something that I think everybody would really enjoy. So, one way or the other, if you're part of that group, please put your email in there. If you request a demo, put your email and say demo. If you need more information, if you want us to contact you for more information, or if you have additional questions, do the same. We'll stand by. But thank you, everybody. As you see, it wasn't that tedious. It wasn't that strenuous. It was pretty to the point. Okay. And thank you, Julia. What, are you looking for a demo, or was you part of the our group 25? if you know more people that may be interested, more businesses that may be interested in using Universell, Universell goes a long ways. It also has its own payment gateway system already as well. This group is we, myself, and Kent, we stand by this particular brand. Okay, and thank you, Julie, and we stand behind this brand. We know Michael, the CEO of it, so and he is dedicated to customer service, bringing value, bringing support. I know there's a lot of payment gateways and other people who are doing this out here, but you're not. I can say for sure you're not going to get the type of support, all right, that you that you get with him. All right, Rollo, I'll make sure. Sherry, Rollo wants to know more about the payment
Yes.
gateway. So, Rollo, put your email address into the chat so that she can get back in touch with you and talk about the payment gateway. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, yes, definitely. We'll go ahead and get in touch with you, Rallo, in line with the payment gateway. Okay. And thank you so much, everyone. And of course, we would like to thank Nexoria, SBBA, and Black Chamber of Commerce um for this webinar today, with for joining us today with this webinar. Again, we have our contact information in front of everyone, so there's our contact number there, our website, and email as well. So please feel free to contact us if you have any questions or if you need clarifications. All right, thank you
when
so
is
much,
our
everybody, for joining. Oh, yes.
Sherry? When is our next webinar? Okay, and what are we going to be discussing on our next webinar?
Oh, yes, that's a good question. So our webinar is actually every year. We will
Uh,
definitely let you
every
every year.
year, or
Sorry,
every month?
every month.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was getting ready to say.
Sorry about that. It is every month. So next year, which is January, technically next month. So we will definitely receive another invitation. We will let you know, Thomas and Kent. We will inform you what will be our next topic for January's webinar. And that definitely soon, around January 18, we will have that around the same date.
Same deal is going to apply. So invite your friends and family. All right. We will send out a mass email to all of our listeners about what's going to happen. And next time we have this type of webinar, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be basically the same on how to help you build your business, help you grow your business. It is imperative that you understand how to grow your business, how to build your business, and so many different resources that are out there that are available. What we know for sure is within our community, we don't always have access to the platforms that a lot of big businesses may have to grow. We don't have the necessary capital. But let me just tell you this: Universell is the place to be. They're not only trying to ensure that small businesses survive in a world where big businesses thrive, all right, but their customer service is unsurpassed, which they take a fundamental hands-on approach with each one of their clients and customers, which means they are not looking for you to be lost in the shuffle. Each one gets that hands-on approach to saying, hey, if I need to tap you on the shoulder and help guide you so that you can grow your business, this is the place to be. Myself, Kent, we are the founder CEO of Nexoria, part of a larger cooperative of platforms. And this is one platform that we have decided and to support and push forward. So it would behoove everyone to take a moment, take a breath, take a beat, and do a little bit of research into Universell, because I can promise you, you will find something that you need when it comes down to business. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. And we'll be expecting a message from everyone. Looking forward to working with everyone here. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day ahead and happy holidays, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.